What's going on, guys? Today, we gotta talk about the absolute circus that the WNBA has become. I mean, this is supposed to be the finals, right? The grand stage, the championship moment. But instead of energy, hype, and sold-out arenas, what we got is a $35 ticket special. Yeah, $35 for the finals. You can't even buy a Caitlin Clark Nike shirt for that. Now, the league wanted this year to be the Caitlin Clark era.
The Las Vegas Aces versus the Phoenix Mercury. And I'm telling you right now, this is probably going to be one of the lowest rated WNBA Finals in a mighty long time. Now, we know the controversy that led up to this game is pretty much attached to Caitlin's name. That is the Las Vegas Aces actually knocking off Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever. Well, Caitlin did not play, but we know the referees kind of had a hand in that, we should say, with kind of making sure the Las Vegas Aces was pushed.
They wanted the biggest rookie star since forever to carry them into a new age of WNBA greatness. But instead, they've become the laughingstock of professional sports. The Aces versus the Mercury. Two powerhouse names, sure, but fans, they ain't showing up, and the numbers don't lie. Ticket sales are flat, interest is fading, and the finals that should have been historic feels like an afterthought. And you know what's even crazier? The entire league's reputation is hanging by a thread between Cathy Engelbert's leadership drama, the players' silence, and a fan base that's losing trust. This finals might be the breaking point
to making it to the finals. Not to mention, we got none other than Dewana Bonner, former Indiana Fever, quit the team herself in the talk and conversation of this WNBA Finals, and more importantly, her significant other, Alyssa Thomas, has found herself in some hot water as well, but not really speaking about the current state of the W. Now, everybody else is talking about it. Even A'ja Wilson looked forward to the finals, but she made a point.
So buckle up, because we're not just talking about basketball tonight. We're talking about how the WNBA's biggest moment turned into its biggest embarrassment. Let's break it down. All right, let's rewind this mess a little bit, because the story behind these finals didn't start with the Aces and Mercury. It started the moment Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA. From her first game, the spotlight was blinding, the expectations sky high, and the league was salivating over the idea of record-breaking ratings and sold-out crowds. But here's the twist.
And clear that she was going to be speaking about the current state of the league. And I'm telling y'all right now, we got a lot to talk about in this one. We got a lot. One being that we got to jump right into this one, and that is the WNBA ticket prices. Yes, you guys heard me correctly. The ticket prices. So Legion Hoops, they made it their business to tweet about this. Now, I find this to be quite funny, me personally. It says tickets for game one for the WNBA final between the Aces and Mercury.
That light didn't lift the league, it exposed it. When the Las Vegas Aces miraculously advanced past the Indiana Fever, without Caitlin even playing, fans were already side-eyeing the refs. Calls that made zero sense, momentum swings that felt too perfect, and a playoff picture that somehow pushed the league's most marketable player out of the finals. Suspicious? You tell me. Now, on paper, this should have been a celebration. A'ja Wilson, four-time MVP.
$5 damn. You mean to tell me Caitlin Clark's signature Nike t-shirt costs more than these damn WNBA final tickets? And I'm here to tell you, oh yeah, they do. I mean, four-time WNBA MVP A'ja Wilson can't even get tickets up to $50. Bruh, this is bad. I mean, this is beyond bad. This just tells you the state of this damn league. And I'm here to tell you, oh, this is hella funny. It says the most unwatchable basketball product possible between the two teams left standing.
Diana Taurasi, a legend. But instead of excitement, what do we get? A finals that feels cold, flat, empty. Even players like Alyssa Thomas and Dewana Bonner, both talented, both respected, have found themselves tangled in drama, silence, and social media chaos. And then there's Cathy Engelbert, the commissioner everyone's pointing fingers at. Players are losing faith. Analysts are calling for her resignation. And Christine Brennan said it best. The WNBA got the greatest thing that's ever happened to it.
Not to decimate it by injury, Cathy Engelbert really outdid it herself. Can't imagine why the world is calling for her resignation. In this economy, hell yeah, too costly. Somewhere around $10 to $15 is ideal. Now, Legion Hoops, that's the ones who kind of, really went in depth with this, kind of bringing us the graph. It said that the get-in price for tonight's game,
Caitlin Clark, and somehow they fumbled it. This isn't just another finals series, it's a league on the edge of collapse, fighting to prove it even belongs on the same stage as the sport it claims to represent. So let's talk about the real punchline of this entire finals: the ticket prices. You'd think for a championship series, the biggest stage in women's basketball, you'd have tickets flying off the shelves, right? Sold-out arenas, VIP courtside chaos, and fans scrambling for a seat. But nah, the get-in price for Game 1 between the Aces and the Mercury? $35. Let that sink in. $35. That's less than what most people spend on parking at an NBA Finals game. Legion Hoops even tweeted about it. Tickets for the WNBA Finals start at just $35. Fans online are roasting it. Memes, jokes, disbelief. The whole internet is clowning the WNBA right now. People are calling it the most unwatchable basketball product possible, and saying Cathy Engelbert outdid herself running the league into the ground. When championship basketball, the supposed pinnacle of your sport, can't even sell more than a movie ticket, that's not just bad economics, that's brand death. And it all circles back to one question: how did the WNBA fumble this hard, right when the world was finally watching? Now here's where the whole situation goes from embarrassing to explosive, because while fans are laughing at the $35 finals, inside the league, things are boiling. You've got Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner, two veteran stars, trying to stay quiet while the league burns around them. Reporters ask about the chaos, about Cathy Engelbert, about the refs, about the league's credibility. And they freeze. We're focused on the finals, they say. We'll talk after. Translation? They don't want smoke. They've seen what happens when you speak up in this league. Meanwhile, other players like A'ja Wilson, Napheesa Collier, and Breanna Stewart have been more vocal. They've called out officiating, scheduling, and the league's leadership. But where's the unity? Nowhere. The players are divided, management's panicking, and the commissioner? Silent. And then, boom. Gilbert Arenas drops a truth bomb that shakes the internet. He straight up says WNBA players should be grateful Caitlin Clark even joined the league. These women came into the W as millionaires, he said. They made more money in college than most teams combined. Brutal, but he's not wrong. Caitlin and Angel Reese brought the spotlight, the brand deals, and the fans. Without them, the league would still be invisible. So now we've got a full-blown identity crisis. Players who feel disrespected, fans who feel disconnected, and stars who feel bigger than the league itself. And all this is happening during the finals. Instead of headlines about the game, we're talking about the politics, the prices, and the players' silence. It's not competition anymore, it's chaos disguised as basketball. Let's peel back the layers, because this mess didn't just happen overnight. It's been brewing under Cathy Engelbert's watch for years. When she took over, think about it, the WNBA finally gets a generational talent who boosts ratings, sells out arenas, and attracts sponsors. Yet somehow, the narrative becomes about jealousy, favoritism, and locker room division. That's not on Caitlin, that's on leadership. Behind the scenes, team owners are frustrated, broadcasters are confused, and the fans? They feel like they're watching a league that doesn't even want to win. You've got A'ja Wilson doing everything right, still not getting the marketing push she deserves. You've got veteran players staying quiet because they're scared of backlash. And then there's Caitlin, sitting on the sidelines, watching a finals that should have been hers. This isn't just bad PR, it's strategic failure. When you have a product this talented and you still can't sell out a finals game, it's not about basketball anymore. It's about leadership that doesn't understand the moment it's in. The WNBA finally had lightning in a bottle, and somehow they let it spill all over the floor. This finals isn't just about two teams anymore. It's about what the WNBA stands for. Because right now, the league is facing a crossroads that could define the next decade of women's basketball. For years, fans have begged the W to break through, to stand toe-to-toe with the NBA, to prove that women's basketball could capture hearts and headlines. And for a moment, thanks to Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, it did. Ratings spiked, merchandise sold out, arenas filled. The hype was real, but the league couldn't handle the heat. Now, we're watching the fallout. Ticket sales are tanking. Players are divided. The commissioner's credibility is in question, and fans are asking, if this is the finals, what does regular season look like? The scary part? This isn't just hurting the WNBA, it's hurting women's sports overall. Because when the flagship women's league in America looks lost, it sends a message that success stories in women's sports can't sustain momentum. That's not fair, but perception is power. You've got young girls across the country idolizing these athletes, dreaming of being the next Caitlin Clark or A'ja Wilson. And what they're seeing right now isn't empowerment, it's dysfunction. And the media circus surrounding Engelbert, low ratings, and locker room drama, it drowns out the beauty of the game. The WNBA had everything. This was supposed to be the year the WNBA leveled up. The year the women's game finally demanded, and got, the respect it deserved. But what we've seen is a league unprepared for its own success. A league that asked for attention, and when it arrived, didn't know what to do with it. Caitlin Clark didn't ruin the WNBA, she revealed it. She exposed the cracks, the favoritism, the lack of leadership. She brought the cameras, but the league wasn't ready for the light. And now? The same people who should be thanking her are scrambling to contain the fire. Christine Brennan warned them. Gilbert Arenas called it out. The fans saw it coming. And now, it's undeniable. The WNBA is standing at a breaking point. Either they evolve, own the moment, and unite behind their stars, or they keep fumbling opportunities until nobody's left watching. So yeah, laugh at the $35 finals ticket if you want. But remember, that price tag isn't just for a seat in the arena. It's the value the league has placed on itself. And until they fix that from the inside out, this won't be a finals worth remembering. It'll be a warning sign for what could have been. If you're still rocking with me, hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts on this finals chaos, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the truth behind the W. Because trust me, this story, it's only getting started.